329 BC. Italy. Warring city-states vie for power and superiority over their neighbors. The Senate and people of Rome control the Latin states, but enemies surround them. The Republic stands at a crossroads in history.
Romans, senators, friends. Latium is firmly under the rule of the Senate and people of Rome. The Latin people are now one. Not since noble Brutus drove out the last king have we known such a glorious day. But now, my friends, in this hour of glory, we must be on our guard. To the south, treacherous Greeks and Samnites block our trade. Tarquinii groans beneath the tyrant's heel. That tyrant threatens Rome. Will we abandon Tarquinii? And now barbarians raid from the north, burning and pillaging Roman lands. Shall we let danger fester and grow? Or will we act as Romans, with courage and dignity? Remember, we are the sons of Mars. As Senate leader, I call upon tribunes Gaius Julius and Decius Brutus to smash the Gauls and relieve Tarquinii. All those in favor say aye.
I am Victoria, your advisor. I will be your guide through the world of Rome Total War. Follow my instructions and you will learn everything you need to know. This is the area around Rome. Parts of the map you have not yet explored are shrouded in darkness. As you move your armies further afield, cities, armies, and the lay of the land are revealed to you. This is Rome, the eternal city of the Seven Hills, home of the Senate and the people of Rome. At this stage, there is no empire, just Rome, with the Senate ruling and a few great families such as yours vying for power. You play the Julii, one of Rome's great families. At this stage, this is your only army, and you own no cities. Your mission is to assist the Senate in extending the power of Rome. Later, much later, you may have ambitions to take control from the Senate and become emperor. An army of Gauls is approaching from the north, and the Senate have sent an army under Captain Decius to intercept them. He has requested your assistance. Normally, each faction makes its moves in turn, but I'll move your army for you to get us to the battle.
Imperator, engage the enemy! Imperator!
Battle is about to commence. Get ready to defend Rome from the barbarian horde.
Ave, General. I am Marcus, trusted centurion and military advisor to your family. I will watch your actions on the battlefield and show you how to command magnificent armies and crush your enemies for the glory of Rome. Now, let's take a look at the battlefield. As you enter a battlefield, your view starts by facing to the north with armies deploying according to the locations they occupied on the campaign map. Your army joined the battle from east of the river, so it starts here. The Senate army joined battle from the southwest of the bridge, so it starts here. The invading Gaul army started in the northwest, so it starts here. The Gauls are beginning an attack. Let's take a closer look at the action. This is the acting commander of the Senate's legions, Captain Decius. He's a junior member of the Senate's faction.
Units! March!
Remember, the strength of a Roman army lies in its disciplined legions. They are the envy of the civilized world. Barbarian armies rely on brute force, strength of will, and an all-out charge to batter their enemies into submission. Once broken, they are easily crushed. The Senate has promised a reward to the soldiers who bring them the head of the Gaulish warlord, Dungarix. It looks like neither army has summoned the will to engage just yet. Skirmishing could go on for a while. This is a good chance to show you how easy it is to command armies like these. This is your general, Gaius Julius, your faction leader on the campaign map and commander in the field. He is the most important unit. His wisdom and courage give both strength and morale to the soldiers around him. Use him wisely, and victory is certain. You can rotate your camera view by pushing your mouse cursor to the edges of the screen, or hold down left-click on the ground and use your left or right cursor keys to rotate around the cursor. Your cursor keys move the camera left, right, forwards, and backwards. Try this now.
Get out! General!
To select your general's cavalry unit, left-click on the unit card or left-click on the actual unit. If you can't see your unit, double left-click on the unit card to move your view to that unit. When you're ready, while a selected unit is moving, you can use the movement toggle button to change your unit's speed. You might want the camera to follow a selected unit automatically. If so, use the delete key. Your camera view will lock on the selected unit. Use the delete key to unlock the camera again. Double left-click on the unit card indicated. These triarii are elite Roman spearmen. They are the bat. You'll see that the camera pans directly to a unit if you double left-click on it. If you use a single left-click, it will select the unit card, but not change your view. Our maneuvering has attracted the attention of the enemy cavalry, and they're coming this way. Archers are vulnerable to cavalry attacks. Protect them by moving your triarii spearmen in front of them. To be safe, use double right-click to charge your triarii to the indicated point. A useful tip. Double right-click can also...
Hurry!
The triarii unit's spears are one of the best weapons against cavalry. To attack the cavalry, move your mouse over the barbarian cavalry unit. When the cursor becomes a sword, double right-click to charge the barbarian scum.
Ready! Triarii! Triarii! Charge!
Don't let your troops chase fleeing enemy units unless all enemy units on the battlefield are routed. It will just tire your troops and leave your other forces vulnerable. Use the halt button to stop a unit. Sending archers against us. Select your archers by left-clicking on them or their unit card. Now, right-click to attack the indicated enemy archer unit. Make sure you don't march your own archers into any hand-to-hand fighting. Archers default to skirmish mode and make poor hand-to-hand soldiers. Now select your general's cavalry unit and then double right-click on the enemy archers to cut them down. Always remember, archers are vulnerable to cavalry attacks. You have nearly finished dealing with these barbarians. When they run away, get ready to cross the bridge and attack the left wing of the enemy army. Don't bother chasing the routing units as it will tire your troops. You can use the halt button to stop a unit. With multiple units, it can be a good idea to select them all at once when giving them orders. Units acting together can be more effective than on their own. Use Ctrl-A to select all your units. You can use the return key to deselect units. Another method of unit selection is to left-click on the terrain near a unit, drag the selection box around a group of your units, release the mouse button. You don't have to do this now. The barbarians have noticed that we are moving to the bridge. Guard this end with your triarii. Place game is now paused. You can do this at any time during a battle by clicking on the pause button or by pressing P on your keyboard. While paused, you can still move the camera and give units your orders. You can use the game speed buttons next to the pause button if there is a lull in the fighting or you want to speed up a battle you are winning. Don't use them in this battle or you will miss important information. Now that you're ready to attack the enemy, move your triarii spearmen to the left flank of the enemy. Use your archers and general as close support. When moving troops around on the battlefield, it is a good idea to walk them unless... Get across that river and kill the remaining enemy. When crossing a bridge in battle, it is best for units to cross as fast as they can. Troops can be vulnerable to enemy attack during a crossing. Barbarians have started a full-scale attack. Hurry. You press the special.
Now you've learnt the basics of the battlefield, I'm going to show you how to play on the campaign map. Battles last just a day, but building an empire takes time. On the campaign map, time is divided into turns, each lasting 6 months. If you look at your army, you will see that the Senate has rewarded you with some military units. These will go some way to helping you expand your power. You have also received a special payment to help pay for the campaign you have just fought. The controls on the campaign map are similar to the battlefield. Left-click selects things, and right-click moves them. If you want to look around the map, use the up, down, left, and right cursor keys, or just push your mouse cursor to the edges of the screen. Try it. Double-clicking on most things opens up a scroll with more details. The first time you see any scroll, I'll tell you what it's all about, but if you forget, you can always click on the question mark in the top right of a scroll. Don't do this now, as I have some more important things to tell you. You have selected your army. You'll notice that as soon as you do this, the panel at the bottom of the screen fills with unit cards. Your general, Gaius Julius, gets a card of his own for him and his bodyguard. Use right-click to move all your units to the edge of the green movement area. Try moving where the arrow is pointing. The edge of the green area is the furthest point you can move to from your current position in one turn. Selecting an area beyond this will require more than one turn of movement.
Leaving the army! Forward! Sir! Forward! Joining forces! General! Onward! 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 Move out!
Remember, when moving your armies around the map, it is best to do so in force. Moving your forces around in very small armies or as individual units leaves them very vulnerable to attack. Keep your units grouped together. The panel at the bottom of the screen gives details on whatever you have selected and has buttons that bring up a variety of scrolls. You may also have noticed that when you hold the mouse pointer over things, a handy tooltip pops up telling you what it is. You can look at these later by yourself in more detail, but for now, I'll explain what each button does. This is your overview of the world. It allows you to see territories owned by factions you have contact with at a glance. It also shows your own territories. At present, there is little to show, but I'm confident it will get busy later on. This displays your currently selected character or settlement. From here, you can cycle through all your characters, armies, and settlements with the arrows to the side. Open an information scroll for a selected character or settlement by double left-clicking on the related item on the campaign map. Controlling a faction requires more than just a strong sword arm and a treasury full of cash. From here, you can examine the state of your faction, keep track of your heirs, and make policy decisions. If you open this scroll, you can use the... This shows the current season and lets you know if you are going to be fighting in summer or winter. This is important when you are fighting in the frozen north or in the arid deserts where bad weather can win or lose a battle. This is the end turn button. When you decide you have completed all your actions for a turn, you can click. It is now a new campaign turn. You will see that the money in your treasury is going down. In fact, you are borrowing from moneylenders. This is because you are paying wages to your army but have no income. You will need to capture a settlement to give you an income.
March!
Money is essential to build settlements or troops. The circle button on the control panel is where you can see a summary of your empire's income and expenditure for the turn. At the moment, you have no empire, so there's not much to see there, other than the ongoing expense of maintaining your army. From time to time, you will see a small picture slide down the left side of your screen. These are messages detailing important events that have occurred. The Senate mission to capture Tarquinii gives you a chance to earn a reward from the Senate and to gain a settlement which will give you an income.
Engage the enemy!
To attack or siege a settlement, left.
Engage the enemy! Engage the enemy! Right-click to move your army to any part of the highlighted area.
Attack by right-clicking on a rival's army or...
Besieging settlement, sir. I am no friend to fear. This many men know about. But I do know that fear can rob a man of his dignity and his honor. At this moment in the enemy ranks, fear is doing its work. Soon we will do ours. There stand the Greeks, ready to fight or die. Today, I think we should send as many of them as possible to Hades. They have been lulled into a false sense of security by a few feet of defensive wall, as if that will protect them. We have a slight advantage in numbers, but no lives can be thrown away today. We cannot afford such profligacy. Those fools have never fought against me before. I hope to give them a nasty surprise. Now, set your minds on the task to come. Strike hard! Strike without mercy!
The goal here is to capture the settlement, not destroy it. Buildings destroyed on the battlefield will also be destroyed on the campaign map. To capture the settlement, either kill or rout the entire enemy.
Form up! Onagers!
You have pressed the group formation button for the first time. This brings up a set of standard formations for groups of units that can save you time and effort. This formation is best used when setting up bridge or breach attacks. It's also useful when there is limited space in which to deploy your forces. Use your onagers to smash down the walls of the enemy settlement by left-clicking to select your weapons and right-clicking to target them. However, battering ram. You have the advantage. Get some men through the breach quickly before the enemy can defend it. It is possible.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
They're attacking us! Units! Hurry! Hurry! Quick fire!
If your infantry are about to be charged by cavalry, make sure they are stationary. That way, once your men are in combat, you can make them break off just by right-clicking on a point behind them. You press the skirmish mode. Chasing after cavalry archers and javelin men is generally fruitless, and therefore only worth doing if you can drive them off the map or against some impassable terrain. The best way to deal with them is to... Spearmen are the best troops for defeating cavalrymen. Left-click the Show Me How button to zoom to your unit. Lower-quality infantry are useful for engaging and holding the enemy in place. Attacking spearmen from the front is a good way to kill off your cavalry units. Attack from the flank or rear, or better still, use some infantry. Left-click the Show Me How button to zoom to them. The best way.
General is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Focus your missile fire on a small section of the enemy army. It will create a weak spot you can hit with your best troops. The enemy rout will start there. It is possible possible to set alight artillery ammunition to rain fire and death down upon the enemy. Flaming ammunition has reduced accuracy but is more devastating when it lands and has a greater effect on morale. Left-click the Show Me How button to see how to do this. The buttons to the left are used to group units together into useful battle formations. They are also a useful guide to lay...
Units, move!
A well-placed rock can kill a lot of enemy troops, but it's hard to hit anything smaller than a settlement wall. Fire large rocks and are mainly intended for use against walls and buildings. They can cause casualties amongst troops too. One of your units is under attack from an enemy missile unit. You are currently using close formation. It is more difficult to hit a... Attacking spearmen from behind is the single best way to kill them with cavalry. But always keep an eye out for enemy troops supporting the spearmen. Left-click the Show Me How button.
Double time!
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms!
Victory!
During a siege, it is a good idea to build siege equipment to breach the enemy walls. You will have a number of build points available for siege equipment depending on the actions of your army. You will not be able to assault a settlement until you have at least one siege weapon. Once you are ready to assault the settlement, use the assault button. Now would be a good time to learn how to control the development of your settlements. By selecting and constructing the correct buildings, you can attract more people to tax, create a bigger pool of recruits, and gain access to better units. Left-click on the construction button to begin building improvements in this settlement. To keep this settlement safe and to support your troops, you need to improve Manual construction can only take place when a governor is present in the settlement. If there is no permanent governor in place, you may wish to queue up buildings for construction. Left-click on a building's picture to add it to the construction queue and again to remove it. You can move buildings in the queue to change construction order by dragging and dropping within the queue. Right-click on a building's picture to view it. This is the button you click for recruiting armies. No faction can survive without armies, and this is where you build them. You need to have the money and a popular... Manual recruitment can only take place when a governor is...
Orders! Orders! Sir! Sir. Honor.
Your Honor. You have selected a target outside the green highlighted area. This means your character cannot reach his target this turn. Provided that an enemy does not block his path, your character will continue on his journey next turn. Red paths indicate the part of the journey that will take place in the next turn. Blue paths the turn after, yellow paths the turn after that. Left-click on my portrait in the scroll to ask for advice on what unit to recruit next from this settlement. It would be a sound strategy to train a unit of peasants at this time. They are not a great military unit, but they are cheap sword fodder.
Yes.
You can move your diplomat by right-clicking on any part of the highlighted area. Right-click on a character, army, or settlement belonging to a rival faction to start the diplomatic process.
At your service. Secrecy is assured.
Left-click on my portrait in the scroll. You can obtain better quality weapons and armor for your men by constructing a blacksmith, armorer, or foundry in this settlement. Once complete, these buildings provide superior equipment for all new units.
Prepare for battle! No more moves, sir.
Once a character or the Senate are impressed with your progress, you must now take the Samnite city of Bovianum in the southeast. Samnites have insulted the authority and dignity of Rome by supporting the Etruscan tyrant of Tarquinii in his resistance to Rome. They seem to prefer the company of Gauls and Greeks to the honest and upright people of Rome. To move your units out of a city, left-click on the city. Then left-click on the unit or agent in the review panel you wish to move out of the city. Hold down the control key.
Orders! Forward!
You now have all the basics you need to manage a successful faction. Your only limits are your own ability and the whims of fate. You may wish to continue this campaign and steer your faction to dominance in Italy. You will still receive advice from time to time. Or you may want to move on to the Imperial campaign. As ever, the choice is yours. Roma Invicta. Use backspace to stop the movement of your characters or armies on the campaign map.
Imperator! Onward! Out of moves, sir.
Leaving a settlement without a garrison invites invasion and insurrection. Troops would be useful here in keeping rivals at bay and maintaining public order.
Ready to sail! General! Prepare for battle!
The public order level in this settlement is getting dangerously low. Send some troops to help the populace decide where their loyalties really lie.
Sir! Engage the enemy!
Use the spacebar to speed up movement of all characters or armies on the campaign map. Press the spacebar again to slow them down again.
Prepare for battle.
You have constructed a shrine to Jupiter. This will help increase Tarquinii's loyalty to Rome. Make sure you upgrade your barracks in order to allow recruitment of units. This will allow you to move existing troops out of Tarquinii and onto more important duties.
Imperator! Prepare for battle! I am no friend to fear. This many men know about me. But I do know that fear can rob a man of his dignity and his honor. At this moment in the enemy ranks, fear is doing its work. Soon we will do ours. Over there stand the rebel slaves. They are braver and more worthy than men of their type have any right to be. This is the end of the road. This is the last battle. The enemy have nowhere left to run. They must hold us here, or like so many ghosts, vanish away utterly. So let us take up our arms one last time, sharpen the sword, and make ready. This will be the day of their final, lasting defeat. They cower behind their walls and pray for help. There is no advantage in numbers to either side. Therefore, skill and courage will be the keys to this day's battle. Yet, that said, they are the stronger, better men. If we go at them bull-headed, we aid their strength. Cunning will be what wins the day. Those people have never met us on a field of battle. After today, they will flee at the sound of our approach. When I set my heart on an attack, I do so knowing that I will win, that my men will win, that victory is within reach. All we need to do is stretch out and grasp the foe firmly by the throat. The gods have surely smiled upon us. The omens are so numerous and so in our favor that I cannot describe them all and still have time for a battle today. Now then, look to your front. Mark your target when it comes! Await my order! Infantry! Units, group! Mission! Battle group! Cavalry! Battle group!
The double line formation simply draws your units into a line without strategically positioning any of them. It can be useful for quick...
Double line! Double line! Onagers! Move!
Your general inspires troops by his presence. Keep him close behind his troops, particularly where the fight will be hard, or where there are especially terrifying enemy units.
Our soldiers have captured the walls! Now is the time to press on and capture this place!
Your general is in difficulty. Send help or withdraw him from combat. If he is killed, your army may panic and run.
The enemy king has been killed! This will surely make his followers waver! This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms!
This scroll contains a full statistical unit-by-unit breakdown of your army's performance in the battle.
You should make sure you have a few siege weapons before you try and storm the walls of Bovianum. You already have onagers, but a battering ram will be useful for destroying the gates. These can be built in the siege panel that opens when you attack the city for the first time. You might also want to keep the siege going for a while to demoralize the enemy a little and give you time to build siege equipment. Use this scroll to review the economic conditions in a city. Units that have suffered losses in battle or whose... You can move your spy by right-clicking on any part of the highlighted area. Spies can only carry out one mission each turn. Right-click on an army, character, or settlement belonging to a rival faction to discover secret information.
Your Honor. No more movement.
The people of Tarentum claim that our recent victories against hostile neighbours are acts of aggression. They have demanded that we withdraw all troops from our captured cities to Rome. Even now, they are raising forces to send against us. We must show these Greek fools that we are not slaves. Crush them.
Romans? No more moves.
At your service. Secrecy is assured. No more moves, sir.
Onward! No more moves, sir. Orders! March! Moves depleted, sir. Sir! Prepare for battle! Moves depleted, sir. Prepare for battle! Besieging settlements, sir. Imperator! Sir! Attack! Lift the siege! Orders? We can't do this! March! No more moves, sir.